Welcome everyone back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video. My name is DFree, and on this video, we're going to go ahead and talk about all of the new stuff that should be coming out. Well, I don't want to say all, because they could, pull a bait and switch, maybe bring out more stuff and stuff like that. But we're going to go ahead and talk about the stuff that we do know should be coming out for the 250 million download celebration. Hope you all enjoy, of course. Subscribe if you are new for more content. Let me know in the comment section which unit you are most hyped for /event. So, a huge shout out to a few people, Kawhi and his team, and all the amazing work that he and his team put in for like the data mining and all this stuff, because this information is not public yet, really. Well, it's public, but it's not like been officially announced in game or anything like that. It's also not on DBZ.space as of right now either, so they've done an amazing job letting us get this info early. Otherwise, shout out to Reddit for compiling all this information, etc., etc. So, to begin, here's also credit and links for the transformations and new card assets and arts. So all transformation animations, I will leave this down below if you want to go ahead and check this out. I'm not going to personally go over it, but otherwise, freaking Piccolo and Nail, oof! But there are a lot of them. There's the Goku that will continue to transform through and through. He goes here, then he goes God, then he goes blue. There's also the Frieza, etc., etc. So if you need to check this out because you haven't seen it yet, link will be down below in the description to the Reddit post. Otherwise, all that stuff is there. LR Goku and Frieza. Let's go ahead and pull this one open. Okay, these are just the card assets and stuff. So like the super attack, the art, etc., etc. Doesn't really matter a whole lot. The card animation, if you have not seen this here, this is how the card looks. Kind of looks like it belonged in Legends to me. Not that I mind it. It just looks like it's kind of Legends art, which is awesome, because Legends has some really good art. And then last but not least, we do have all of the card art open right here, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at it. So we have the Goku and Frieza unit, the LR version. This right here, I believe, is the SSR. Otherwise, there's a Goku Black that should be coming from the World Tournament. That is new, very basic art, but cool to see another Goku Black. Like I've said a million times, he's always farmable now. Anytime you get a Goku Black base form, he's always going to be farmable because the old event has a farmable version. Here is another Goku Frieza. I believe this is the TUR. Forgive me if I'm mistaken between which is which, but I think this is the SSR. Anyways, moving on. So we have Jiren. This is supposed to be a boss event. This isn't a card that we're getting from what I have heard. We'll also break down all of the card information momentarily. Here is the Frieza, because there is a Frieza individual card and a Goku individual card. Now, I didn't show the images of the Frieza transforming in that little video, but he transforms just the same way the Goku does. So we'll come back to that otherwise. Here is Goku and Kaioken. Kaioken! And then Frieza. Some more Frieza stuff, some more Goku stuff. This reminds me, there's a Super Saiyan card like this with this exact same pose in the game. Here's Frieza's golden transformation. Here are his transformations, the Frieza that we were just talking about a moment ago. Here are the Goku forms through and through. So he goes Super Saiyan, he's base form, etc., etc. So here we go. There's a free-to-play Marin, Krillin, and Trunks. Krillin, wow. Goten. Whoops. There's the Piccolo right here, who also is fused with Nail, which is awesome. We just kind of saw that animation there as well. So it's a lot, but we'll come back to it. Don't worry about it. So we're going to break the units down. The events, Return of the Family Kamehameha event is on the 28th, so in 4 days. The World Tournament, New Goku Black Reward. Confrontation, the Fear of the Ginyu Force, where you obtain Piccolo. So Piccolo will be free to play from that event, which is pretty awesome. Special event, we take care of it, the Little Rangers. This is obviously the Goten, Trunks, and Marin stuff. So that's pretty cool here. Probably from when they got left for the Tournament of Power. Now, that could be interesting because they could also be in that category technically, having taken part in that arc. Who knows? Dual Dokkan Fest Goku and Frieza. So that is the thing. On the 31st, that comes out. EZA AGL Piccolo on the 4th of September. Now, I don't know if this is the same Piccolo from here, but tread lightly otherwise. LR Goku and Frieza and EZ Battle Jiren. Okay, so Extreme Z Battle for Jiren. Now, they could allow our Jiren in the game to get one already, and he'd go 140, and he'd either use the art that's here or the art from the Tournament of Power event that's been in the game for a little bit. There's that art, and then the Ultra Instinct Goku art and stuff like that. But if this kind of seems like it's just another Z battle, kind of like Broly, where it's just like you fight the boss to get orbs and stuff like that, which I wouldn't mind. That's pretty awesome to me. But we will see what happens ultimately, and that is on the 13th. There's a new boss rush, looks like, or there's going to just be boss rush running the entire time. No, it says boss rush 6. Never mind. I thought it was saying 6 through the 13th, which would be kind of weird. But yeah, boss rush 6 is coming. Physical Kid Buu is getting an EZA in October. There's a frog item that changes into tech orbs and recovers 70% of your HP. So LR Goku and Frieza, Final Form, Angel, Super Tech Unit. These are the stats. Leader Skill, Universe 7, Warriors. Key +3 and 177% to all stat boosts. Otherwise, tech types, no super tech, no extreme tech. Tech types get 3 key and 90%. This is really good because tech has some of the most busted units in the game. So, yeah. 12 to 17 key causes colossal damage and lowers the enemy's attack. 18 plus causes mega colossal damage and lowers the enemy's attack and defense. Now, here's where we get into the nutty passive they have. Attack and defense plus 77% at the start of the turn. An additional 77% when performing a super attack to their additional 77% attack. And then they get an additional 77% attack if the enemy's attack is reduced. So they do a lot of debuffing. There are units like the Android 17 who I believe also debuffs attack. That last part is going to be kind of easy to get. Now, I don't know if it's going to be something that, for example, if they're able to get this on the first turn of an event while you can still debuff opponents, if that is something that they will have entirely through the event. Even if not, still getting 144% attack is still nutty. That's disgusting. In conjunction with 77%. But this kind of feels like it's something that will be fleeting. It will be coming and going depending on each phase. That's what this feels like to me. So if it gets to the final round and the opponent can't be, debuffed like that, it's not going to be super good, but still a very nice option to have, especially considering they always do it. And it's nice to see more hero units because I'm pretty sure this is a super unit because Goku is in it. And Frieza is technically not a bad guy in this fight, which he is, but he's not. Anyways. So yeah, more super type units getting the debuff mechanics. A lot of times these are only for villains, which sucks. And if heroes do get it, it's like for freaking defense, which is trash. So anyways, we have Frieza and Goku. So competition loser. Is there like some global versus JP thing? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section down below. And I'm sure somebody probably knows in the comments down below because this is something I probably missed. But there were some more Goku and Frieza variants. I'm assuming this is the Kaioken Goku and this Frieza right here. Like these cards, yeah, I'm pretty sure these are the cards right here that it's talking about. So Goku and Frieza, because these are the ones, like this is the one for the transformation and all that. These are the cards that transform. So these are not the Dokkan Festival ones that I was just looking at. Look at this, Goku on Namek. Oof. And there's also more Goku and Frieza stuff down here. There's a lot of cards, man. Okay, so there's that competition loser. Leader skill 3 key and 30% to all types. Passive skill of HP is 77% or below. Key +3 in attack and defense plus 77%. I guess 77% or below is meh to me, but it's not super hard to do on certain teams anyway. By the way, didn't cover the links up here. Over in a flash, experienced fighters is pretty nice to have, given the setup. Rival duo, shocking speed is good. Terminative power, like you don't really need key links when you're focusing on the Universe 7 Warriors team because they all have terminative power, which is 3 key. Legendary power and fierce battle. So links are, they're okay. They're good. I'm not gonna call them bad, but they're good. It's just kind of like Over and Flash is mainly good on like super tech. If you integrate super tech units like LR Goku Super Saiyan 3 or Tech Vegito Blue, for example, that's where that kind of like that type of link really bleeds across in a good way. No prepare for battle, which is fine by me really, because I mean they have a bunch of key links, so we're good. Anyways, Universe 7 Universe's most malevolent, Strongest Clan in Space, Nightmare, Shocking Speed, and Namek Saga category. And Namek Saga and Pure Saiyan for Goku. Same exact stuff. So it's kind of like, I think it was Yamcha and a Vegeta, where they did something like that, where they were like the same, card, pretty much, minus the links. But they're both in the Namek Saga, so that's pretty cool. But they're the same card. So, all right, moving on. EZA Piccolo, he is free. Rainbow Bowl with his own orbs obtained. Oh, nice. So he was AGL type, so he's the next one in that list because we have, wow, this leader skill is disgusting. Key +3 and 7. Oh, no, it's Dynamic Saga only. So he's got the STR Gohan's leader skill, but he offers 30% as a secondary leader skill. Okay. Pretty much. I think it's the same as STR Gohan. It could be a little bit stronger, but he's pretty much the next one because we have the Int Goku Jr., we have the Tech Bulma, and in the middle of there, we got the last two, which is Piccolo and Gohan, but they now EZA, which, I imagine the first two, the Bulma and the Goku Jr. will EZA at some point as well. But that's cool to know that these guys are Extreme Z Awakening. So here we have our AGL variant, so that's cool. Last time was Gohan, he was STR type. So supreme damage, 30% defense raise for 1 turn. Nice to have that, I guess, for Piccolo to allow him to be a little more tanky. Attack and defense plus 60%, attack plus 12%, and ki plus 2 for every rainbow sphere. Okay, I was gonna say for every orb, but only for rainbow. Okay, so the ki plus 2 is really good for him if he has bad ki links. Transform by absorbing nail when showing up on the 2nd turn. Oh, okay. On the 2nd turn? That's pretty early in the game. The passive skill changes to you recover 30% of your HP at the start of the turn, 1 time only. Changes AGL to rainbow. Get 70% and ki plus 3 and 15% and recover 18k per rainbow sphere. So he changes orbs to being rainbow. Then with those rainbow orbs, he gets 18k HP and 15% more attack. This Piccolo is freaking insane for a free unit. Holy crap. Z Fighters, Experienced Fighters, Namek, Brainiac, Shocking Speed, Gaze of Respect, Shattering the Limit. Namekian's just picked up a really good unit. This is like low-key like the best Piccolo in the game. Like seriously, including LR. Like this is disgusting. This is actually disgusting. This Piccolo is really good. Okay. LR is falling on hard times because he's just a defensive support, really. Although he'll definitely take better than this Piccolo, though. So I will give him that. Yeah. Forest Rangers, Marin, Goten, and Trunks. Super physical. They are free, rainbowable with their own orbs. Oh, snap. And they're physical. So technically, that's the last free unit like that. We actually are getting the last 2 here. It's just one of them is EZAing and the other one isn't. Okay, that's cool. I was gonna say like, because we've been missing the last 2 types, which is AGL and physical. Because we had the STR, Int, and Tech. So they get their own orbs as well. A ki plus 2, 30% to all physical types. Supreme damage, attack and defense plus 100. Wow. Attack and defense minus 5% for every turn. This is bad. This is actually really bad because they ultimately regress to the mean of being 50%. But if it's a shorter event with like 3 or 4 phases, this isn't too bad, especially if you have a good team. So they are also in the Universe Survival Saga, which makes sense. So they're not bad. I think that depending on how long it takes your team to clear events and what type of event, they could, again, regress to the mean, which is bad because they're reducing their own defense as well, so they don't tank as well either, which could be something they could have held their hat on. If it just reduced attack, it would be like, okay, well, it's not too bad. But still nice, free rainbow unit. Saw a link set as well. Super Saiyan Goku AGL Dokkan Fest. So this Goku is an AGL type, and here are all of his requisite transformations. A limited stack per super attack. Leader skill is the same. Ki plus 3 and 120% to super types. Wow! This is Tech Vegito Blue's leader skill, but seemingly without the type restriction. Holy crap. Okay. What I mean is that you have to have one of each color. Now, that could still be a thing, and maybe that's something that was lost in translation, but still, that's insane if it isn't. Immense damage, raises attack and defense, unlimited stacks, which I imagine this boost here sustains through each transformation, which would be insane to me. Attack and defense plus 80%. Damage received minus 21%. Such a weird number, but it makes sense because it goes up to 25 ultimately. Transform when the conditions are met. All in the family, Golden Warrior, Experienced Fighters, Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Prepare for Battle. So they're also in a bunch of categories. Super Saiyan 3, Realm of Gods, Full Power, Pure Saiyans, just because he can reach Super Saiyan 3, he reaches the God forms, etc. Now, what I've heard is that the conditions are like at the start of the turn or something like that, so we'll try to see if there's any more info in here about that, so forgive me. Again, anybody in the comments let me know, but like at the start of each other turn, they get the chance to transform. So that's pretty interesting. Otherwise, the attack goes up to 90 on the second form. The defense is only 60, though. It drops by 20. The damage received, though, goes up by 1. So I'd argue that this is all that really matters. 60% is high enough in conjunction with this, especially with the support that they could potentially have on the team with them. But the attack goes up by 10, defense dips by 20, the received reduces by 1%. Link set seems to stay the same so for Super Saiyan 2. Okay, so the attack keeps going up, but the defense goes down each time. But the damage received goes up. These are really weird units. Attack goes up to 100. Defense goes up. So they get better. So this is what's happening. As they transform, and I assume Frieza will be similar. Yeah, he's similar. As they transform, they get better at clearing the event. They get to the point where they hit harder. And hitting harder means they clear the event faster. So they probably would ultimately not reach their final form or something like that. So that they're trying to be really cheeky with this. Not to mention the defense still raises here. I guess. Which this will, of course, raise to kind of make up or compensate for this, to where if you get to the Super Saiyan Blue state, you've probably launched enough supers to where it doesn't really matter. I guess. These units are kind of weird. This unit's very, very weird. Seems like they're trying to do too many things, which to me isn't exactly a good thing. But I do think this unit is good. It just, to me, it just kind of feels like, how often would you get beyond, like, Super Saiyan 3, for example? Depending on the situation. So, like, if we just eliminate these last couple of forms, depending on if you have a good team, this would be the unit that we're working with. And 100%, to me, is pretty much... This is where we get to this unit being pretty much an average Dokkan Festival unit based on this passive. If we're looking at it from this perspective, which, like I said, even if it gets higher than that, 120, that's still not ridiculously higher than the opponent. And see right here, they keep on increasing, so I'm not going to go over the God Goku. But right here, 100% chance to critical hit only once. So right here, the opponent, they're trying to guarantee that you clear the event here. So, yeah, you shouldn't really get here. If you do by some chance get here, you're good to go. Also, they're guaranteed a super. Key plus 12 is guaranteed super because you're maxed out either way. They could have said key plus 6 and it's still guaranteed super under most teams. And then damage received. So they have no defense anymore, but they do have the damage mitigation, which to me is better anyway. Especially if they have orbs invested and have a nice natural defensive stat. And, of course, if they've launched the supers. Now, they have a guaranteed chance to crit. They also have a high chance to stun the opponent now. Or Goku is, you know... To me, it just kind of feels like I'd stay around God in 3 most of the time in events, and that's just, you know, that's just me. So to me, it feels like these units are not like super crazy good, which I don't mind that. I really don't. It feels like they're about like not Super 17, but like Android 17, Future Gohan, in that same like wavelength, which is good to me because I know the LR is busted. Like the LR to me, it just feels like they threw power creep, and I've talked about it several times on several occasions how like they don't power creep the units anymore, but the LR to me feels like they just were like, yeah, we're just gonna throw it all out there. We've been holding our Dokkan Fest down, but yeah. And again, if you weren't aware, these are different units. The Goku and Frieza are different, and there's a Goku and Frieza LR. That's both of them in one. That comes out after these. So these, it's like, this kind of feels like a hard skip banner. If you know that the LR is coming, which you do, it kind of feels like it's a hard skip. But they are the best hero and villain leads in the game pretty much right now. Which is passable, but like if you don't have Vegito Blue or Rose, that's another incentive to pick them up. Oh, wow, of course Frieza gets the healing portion of it. Wow, okay. 12%, 90%. So the attack and defense boosts are the same, but he goes up to healing 14% at the start of the turn. Wow, I'd much rather have this, actually. At least earlier on, I guess. Because when he gets later in, his defense becomes nothing, and he gets hit way harder than Goku. So I guess it kind of makes up for it. But I guess on a villain team, this is really good, though. On a villain team, this is really, really good. Like, this is really good because they have so many healers among villains already. We just got a few of them from the Android stuff, and that's really good. So moving on down here below, Golden Frieza, high chance to stun, will guarantee a critical hit, and same thing. Okay, so same thing. New cards in the Dokkan Fest banner, TUR only. Okay, so the final form Frieza and the Goku will be cards that are on the banner as well. So Goku, key plus 2, 90% of physical types. Supreme damage, greatly raises attack for 1 turn. Attack and defense plus 90%. Attack plus 20% for every attack done. That means we're maxing out pretty much additionals on this guy. At least 15 additionals. Because he doesn't have the additional chance in his passive. But ultimately, he gets up to 120... No, up to 200% attack boost. Okay, Kaioken Goku. Not to mention the super attack. In a prolonged event, this is one of the best units in the game. Holy crap, 200%. Got to see them stats, though, boy. 200% is nutty. And he's the Kaioken Goku with Fierce Battle. Freaking hell, finally. Z Fighters is good. Saiyan Warrior Race, meh. Kamehameha's good. Fierce Battle, no over in a flash, but I don't really care. He's on full power, which is great. Pure Saiyan, this guy's really good. He's really, really good. He's definitely the best Kaioken in the game. Key plus 2 and 90% to extreme STR types. Ooh, extreme STR support. Supreme damage greatly raises attack and defense plus 80% at the start of the turn. After he gets hit, he gets a freaking 100% boost. Oh, okay. We'll just give Frieza 180% indefinitely the second he takes 1 attack. Now, Goku ultimately can reach a higher, level than that at 120. But Frieza's far more consistent because he doesn't have to launch all those attacks. It'd be one thing if Goku said when he gets hit, because you can potentially get at least half of this in 1 turn or more. But Frieza's just like, oh yeah, if I get hit, I got 100%. So what you gonna do? Okay, cool. I guess it makes sense though thematically because it's Kaioken Goku versus Final Form Frieza, not like Super Saiyan Goku. Still, this is nutty. This Frieza's really good. Strongest clan, prodigies. Wow, he's going to link very well with the LR Frieza. Holy crap. Shocking speed, big bad bosses. This unit fits perfectly on Extreme STR. This is a really, really good unit. Kind of feels like to me the Frieza units just are better than the Goku units. That Piccolo is amazing. So that's the full recap. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new for more content. Let me know what you are most hype about. Personally, I'm really hyped about this. Like, just thematically, I love those units. But let me know. Have an awesome day, and I'll catch you guys in the next Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video.